Hello everybody, this is the Wanderer. I just found this Lazy Susan in the garage, which I haven't used in a long time. And so we're thinking, hey, I might restore this. So it's wood, so tentatively what I'm planning to do is just go ahead, clean it up, sand it, and then stain it and put a polyurethane coat on it. I'll just, if I can, I'll remove this. If not, I may decide just to clean it and leave it on here and then just work around it. Because I'm thinking once you remove it, then it kind of gets loose and it's never as tight as it was originally. So I may not remove it. But anyway, so this would be kind of nice to have in the dining table. So let's see what I can do with that. Okay, I was checking out this Lazy Susan. I flipped it over, and the way it's attached, I see that this is riveted on, but it's not an easy. I was hoping that there'd be just screws here, but they're not. So I'm not going to remove it at all. I don't want to ruin it. What I started to do was, first I'm going to use this scraper. It's a new tool I started to use recently. It's made in Sweden, and the blade is a carbide blade. So first I'm going to scrape the surface, and then I'll use some sandpaper and work my way up to a fine grade sandpaper so it's nice and smooth. So right now I can feel some of the roughness because this was just wood and it was never stained or treated, and we had put some decorations on here, but they're real superficial. So I'm going to be removing those, and I'm going to see how much I can remove. By using this, it kind of it flattens and it smooths the surface, plus removing of course some of the top so I don't have to sand as much. Let's see how this works, or how well I do it. Depending on how much pressure I put down, I can put down a lot of weight on here, and obviously I would be scraping more. But if I'm using it one-handed, I can vary my weight so I can just remove just a little bit at a time, which is my intent. So I kind of like it. I don't want to go overboard on this. I want to scrape with the grain so everything remains, looks nice. I see this is coming along really well. I'm already scraping some of the green here because it looks like it didn't penetrate very deeply. So that'll work out very nicely. I think I can remove all that. Got to be careful with this thing, is sharp, which is nice. I have to remember to go ahead and keep scraping evenly so there are no warps on the surface. I don't think it really would matter too much. We're going to be using this on the dining table. Nobody's going to be looking that much at it. Well, I'm going to be doing that for a while. Okay, I've already finished sanding, and I even used a scraper, and I went down to 220 grit sandpaper on there. So now I'm putting some masking tape here on the bottom, and once I finish this on the I guess the roller here, once I finish masking this, then I'm going to stain the bottom first with that walnut, what is this, Minwax Dark Walnut 2716. Anyway, so it should come out like this, and then I'll put the polyurethane on here. So let me finish taping this up. Okay, I finished staining this, giving it one coat of stain, and it worked out pretty nicely. You know, when this the table is put together, there are actually several boards of wood that are glued together and then cut to make the circle, and so some areas are more porous than others. So consequently, on the staining, and also my poor technique, there are some darker areas and lighter areas, some unevenness here. However, that does give it some character and some variation here. So I'm going to see how that goes overnight. I'll check on it tomorrow. The temperature right now is in the 70 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's nice, warm, and it dries quickly. In fact, it's dry right now. Then I'll decide tomorrow whether to give it a second coat or not, and then I'll start putting the urethane on there. So it's coming along. Okay, I've got I have two coats of stain, the ebony stain on the bottom, and it looked kind of nice. I'm going to leave it as is. Then I've got one coat. It has two coats of ebony stain on top, and I've got one coat of the urethane on that. I think the bottom may look a little bit nicer. But anyway, so I'm going to put another coat of urethane on top, because this is where the condiments and everything else is going to be placed. So this is going to be wiped periodically. So I'm going to give it a little bit more protection, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so this is the finished Lazy Susan, and I got the two coats of urethane on top, and I didn't put any urethane at the bottom. It's just a stain, and I just removed the masking tape from the bottom, so left it all white so it's not damaged or anything. And that's it. We're good to go. So thank you for watching.